Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam, how's it going? How's DC treating you?
DC's treating me good. Today is a little colder than yesterday. We had like the 70s yesterday, and now we
Yeah.
got the St. Patrick's Day chill today. But we're making it work. How are things down there? I heard you guys had some tornadoes.
Well, yeah, there were some on Saturday. I think it was overnight Saturday, but not in my area, thank God. It just stormed a little bit. But it's supposed to storm again on Thursday, but I won't be here because that's my birthday and I'll be flying out to Nashville. But yeah, so it's crazy because it was warm all weekend. Then it was chilly today, but it's be warm again tomorrow. So it's like they're trying to get you sick.
Exactly, exactly. Before your birthday, the big
Huh?
5-0 too. Not a
Exactly.
bad day.
Exactly. What you got for us?
So yeah, we missed last week because internet issues, but I'm back, everyone, and I want to talk about Mickey 17, which was the newest movie from last week. It's a sci-fi kind of black comedy starring Robert Pattinson, and the premise is we're in a kind of not too distant future where Robert Pattinson is playing this character that can be cloned. And the reason is there's this politician who wants to move to a new planet and decides to colonize that planet. But what they need to do is they need to do a lot of human testing. So he signs up to be this kind of clone where he'll die and then they'll make a copy of him and then he'll die again. So they use him for all these kind of tests while he gets to the planet and then he gets to the planet. The interesting thing that happens is now he was supposed to die in an incident, and then he gets home to the base and he discovers that they've already cloned him. So now there's two Mickeys. And so Mickey 17 has to interact with Mickey 18. And a lot of different kind of things happen throughout the movie. I won't ruin too much. It's based on a book series called Mickey 7, but yeah, this one I will say is an okay watch. So it had some really cool elements to it, but it kind of falls apart. And Mark Ruffalo plays this kind of this politician that has a bunch of supporters that wear red hats. It's a lot of like tongue-in-cheek comedy. In the movie, the politician
Far-fetched.
lost. Yeah, yeah. I think it's funny. The politician lost in the movie, so now he's going to space with his followers to start a whole new world. Yeah, they
Did that
it was
happen
a
here?
little yeah, I know, I know, right? It was like they wrote this, they filmed it thinking the election would happen one way and it didn't. So now we're
Yeah.
watching a movie where you have to watch a character act like this. So it misses on a few angles like that. It wants to do a lot of things and it doesn't really figure out what path it wants to take.
Mm.
That being said, though, Robert Pattinson knocks it out of the park. Him playing multiple versions of himself, he does a great job. Almost worth watching for his performance alone, but don't go in with too many high expectations.
Okay.
Um, Other than that, I've been catching up with Severance, so it's getting weird, but we're getting close to the season finale. So we just saw the episode 9. So the finale will come in, we'll wrap it up, we'll see what happens. It's still kind of one of those like style over substance shows of mystery, but it has me hooked. Um,
Yeah, someone was talking about over the weekend how they thought it was a really good show.
Yeah, yeah, it's entertaining. It has a lot of mystery, but also has a lot of filler, as kind of these TV shows do.
Mm.
Other than that, Abbott Elementary is still killing it. I don't know if you saw the
Yes.
karaoke episode, but
Yes. Yes.
that was really good.
Mm.
So yeah, so we have a lot of good TV going on right now. And I don't know if you've been watching Your Love Is Blind or anything like that.
No, I didn't. I know they already had the finale. We talked about it on Hot Topics because the one lady she turned down the guy because of his political stance. Like he didn't have much like when it came to Black Lives Matter and the George Floyd and it was something and LGBT rights. He just didn't have a stance on it. And she was thinking, we live in Minneapolis. How do you when it came to George Floyd and all that? So that was a turn off for her. And she said she needs someone that they could align. And so, but apparently, when they got back, well, when they got off the show, they did try dating again, but then he ghosted her, she said.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so, but they were talking about on The View, and Whoopi said, why not? Why wait till you get to the altar to decide you want to marry him? And Sarah Hadden said that's the premise of the show. She's like,
Come on,
oh.
Whoopi.
She's like, oh.
She does not want to watch a lot of trash TV, I see.
Apparently not, right? Anything coming down the pipeline?
Yeah, so we have a couple big ones. I was just reading kind of the news reports. This has been actually a pretty bad weekend for movies. This last weekend, there's a few new movies that came out. I didn't actually see anything, but the box office was suffering. It actually performed lower than the Super Bowl weekend, which is historically like when, the movie theaters know no one's going to go to the movies that weekend. But there's this new Snow White movie, and I'm not really big on like the live action remakes that Disney does, or even if they do like the CGI remakes and call them live action like The Lion King. But Snow White's been getting a lot of good reviews, so I think that one will be probably my next big one.
There's a lot of controversy around that Snow White because I guess the lead, the woman that plays Snow White, she's Hispanic, and people think that they're making it woke, and then apparently she was very outspoken during the election against Trump, and so she since apologized to people for that. But they said they're not doing a big premiere, they're not doing all that just because of the controversy around the movie. Isn't that crazy?
Interesting. That
Yeah.
is crazy. I can't imagine, I don't know, Disney, they don't care about anything, I feel
Disney said
like.
they want to just represent everyone. They said it's a great story, and they said you have to update it anyway because of when it was originally written. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
but they wanted everyone to be seen. It's not woke, and I hate that they use that word woke, but yeah.
Yeah, it has been very appropriated as a
Mhm.
negative thing
Yeah.
when it just means aware. Like, come
Right.
on, we're
Know
just
what's
being
going
aware.
on.
But yeah, exactly. But yeah, I actually am looking forward to that again. I'm not like big on the remakes, and the original is, it's fine. It's a kids
Right.
movie from whatever 100 years ago, but still, it'll be fun.
Yeah. All right, Adam. Well, thank you as always for letting us know what to spend our time, money on, what not. And see you in 2 weeks. No show next week.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Back after this.